Okay, so, like, don't leave over this, but, like, yeah, this game is more fun than this one. In my opinion. And before you bring up this shit, just ask yourself this one. Would you bully a drug addict? You read the title, you know what I'm doing. I have to start from the beginning. No unlocks at the start. Single player weapons are allowed if I want to unlock them. It's kind of a nightmare to unlock them. No hacked gear, no S plus 99, I only need to get to S plus 30. For those who don't know this game that well, essentially, the ranks are C- to S plus, skipping to S and S plus after rank A plus. Every time you win a match, you get a designated number of points. Same goes for losing. The result of this is hell later on. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Alongside this hell, there's also like a million other issues, but like I'll get to them later. Also, if you don't know, these are the rank modes, and to, I guess, sum them all up quickly for you, here you go. In zones, you yank the zone and have to keep it until the timer runs out, and if the enemy takes it, you get extra time as a penalty. In tower control, you sit on a tower until it reaches the goal. Wow, that's crazy. In Rainmaker, you do the same thing, but instead you carry a Rainmaker and it's just carrying a natural disaster. Anyways, this game is dead as fuck, so even getting up to S plus alone is gonna be a nightmare, and frankly, I don't feel like giving my soul to the demons of Nintendo Online. Enough fucking around though. This is my descent into hell. Enjoy! So because of the rules I've given myself, I needed to make a new user and stuff. Create a new me and go through the basics all over again. When making the user, well, let me just introduce you to my latest abomination in my arsenal. I present to you, John Arbuck.
No nose. Okay, nope, that worked. He looks like Squidward.
Once in the game, I gave myself the superior character design and flew through the tutorial within like 5 seconds. And then I remembered something. I had to level up back to level 10 to unlock the ranked battle modes. See, normally this would not be a problem, but because there are not many people playing this game anymore, and most people moved on to the dumpster over there, most of my lobbies look something like this. However, when I did get into a game, it was pretty entertaining. I'm honestly surprised there were so many new players active on this game, at least down here. Rank C- to C+ were pretty active considering what year it is. Anyways, yeah, none of these first few ranks were very difficult. Not to be an asshole, but as someone who totally had a social life in 2017, God, that feels so wrong, Jesus. This was very easy. It was the embodiment of holding forward, head empty gaming. I had to switch out my weapon choices a lot because it was getting a little boring. I know these are new players, but like, I was legit standing still aiming at them sometimes, and they were just kind of dying. It's not my fault they walk into the shots. Oh hey, what's that? It looks like B- and crippling arthritis. Oh yeah! Yeah, we got the brush. I was kind of bored. My internet died. I didn't take it well. Devin was a witness.
I would definitely hate myself.
Oh, I would have hated myself too. Oh, I hate disconnected. You just told me you currently do not have an internet connection.
Oh darn, ooh, I cannot play my favorite games. Where's Nintendo?
Yeah, my favorite console too. After beating my router's ass, the game worked well again, and I moved up in B- pretty smoothly, although the match before was a complete bitch. Like, come on, I legit lost the last match before ranking up. After that loss, I made the 52 gal my bitch. You'll see what I mean later. And I ranked up to B. Now in B rank, the problems of this hellhole somewhat started to show. I couldn't just hold forward the whole time like I had done before. Having to actually think about where to go and what to do next was so weird to me. I'm used to not having my brain on. Matches were also taking longer to find. I think like the longest I waited was 5 minutes at one point, I think. The actual matches themselves weren't too bad. Immediately I popped the fuck off when I unlocked one of my favorite weapons. Yeah. Splatter scope give. And then did aim practice and matches. And then came B+. Holy fuck. Screw this rank. It was the first rank I couldn't just turn off my brain and I despise thinking. It was the start of the game doing a wonderful thing called despising fun. I was just trying to use different weapons to combat the crippling boredom of playing the game on the same 2 stages for what felt like an eternity. Oh, voice crack. Oh, that's crazy. Eventually I just gave in and actually tried, even though I wanted to just play other weapons, but okay. I am not kidding, this one rank took 2.5 hours of recording. The game decided to rub it in too, like, fucking look at this shit. This section was a nightmare because there were so many damn people disconnecting. Unstable connection. And I guess this is a good time to explain how disconnecting works. When people disconnect, you normally get a reduced amount of points lost. Normally, it's not that bad. Just a waste of time. But disconnects, a lot of the time, are not that fair in this game. You see, if one of your teammates decides to drop kick their router, beat it with the hammer, etc., you get the point. Or throws a massive tantrum and unplugs their console. An invisible timer starts essentially. To lose less points, the team at a clear disadvantage has to work their ass off to either win or not get knocked out too quickly. If you don't do either of those, well, we got Tantrum 2.0. Complaining over, it's A- time, baby. In all honesty, it was pretty similar to B+, but like, less painful. I was actually having fun, even though it was a bitch to actually rank up. Legit got up to the top and started losing again. Ooh, it was painful. Anyways, I started with Arthritis 0.5, popped off really hard, and then swapped to another weapon. I was pretty much swapping every few matches because, damn, this rank took a while. Took over 2 hours like the last one, but like, most of that time was having an existential crisis. And talking to Devin, can't forget that one. Anyways, yeah, I switched from Arthritis to Sniper to 1-inch Gang Roller Edition to 2-inch Gang but Shooter this time, and then back to the RNG Fest. It was a pain, but I got through it and made it up to A rank, surprisingly. A rank was easy as hell, pretty much a straight shot from start to finish. I lost some footage, sadly, because, I'm an idiot and forgot keybinds exist. But I pretty much won all of my matches throughout this rank. Nothing really happened other than me finally reaching level 20s and these fuckers throwing away my life savings. Seriously, I had to grind in turf wars because weapons and gear are so fucking expensive in this game. A+ wasn't too bad either, although there were more issues this time around. It was more along the lines of like A- in terms of difficulty. It didn't take too long to get up there, surprisingly, and I got to use is one of my favorite weapons. I totally shouldn't be fighting up front, but I'm doing it anyways kind of weapon. Banger rotation too, like holy fuck, Barada Pit and Arowana Mall tower control are so damn fun. It was zones before this, but I lost, so like we don't talk about those matches. But yeah, after not much trouble, really, I made it up to the final rank I needed to climb through this thing and be over with. And holy shit, this is the reason I was so nervous to do this in the first place. Holy hell, where do I even begin? Almost every single problem that was in the other ranks at some point are here in almost full force. Shitty teammates, lag, disconnect, no fun, losing near the top. Oh my god, the disconnects. It honestly wasn't too bad at the beginning. I was still losing a lot more than before, and I started out losing too, but I was still getting somewhere, like with some decent progress. I only gained 4 points, so who cares about these matches? Woo! Yeah! The session after that, it started with one of my favorite rotations in the entire damn game, but switched later on back to splat zones, and ugh, I hate zones! Regardless, I won most of these matches, sniping bitches, ended this rotation at 75 points. We were almost home free! That's crazy! So you know what I said about those disconnects earlier and how those work? So I learned something new throughout this. I've learned that if you disconnect before the match starts on this screen, you still lose points, even if no one played the match. What? Oh! What the fuck? What? Oh! What? What the fuck? I'm pissed. I gamed so hard yesterday, and this is what I get? This happened 4 different fucking times. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I threw another tantrum over it and everything. Fun time, say goodbye to at least an hour of progress over the game just not doing its damn job. Now eventually I did get to play in that rotation and I gained some of those points back, but that was pointless because I disconnected again and then I just gave up for the next few hours. At least it's not as bad as Splatoon 2's rank system. Oh, my bad, too soon? Alrighty, recovery time, baby! Oh yeah! Next rotation, sick as fuck, I'm telling you. Got to use the roller and stuff, but I mainly used the 52 gal again, which I swear was like the MVP of this whole thing. How am I alive? There was one point where my brain decided to throw away the very resemblance of an IQ, and I picked up arthritis in a stage that specializes in bigger than 1-inch weapons. Yeah, I learned my lesson real quick. No, why'd you push him? Oh, like, in general, good session, honestly. Even though I lost some points at the end. But we ended with 77, so next rotation, wow! Banger session, oh my god. First off, best stage in the game Nintendo refuses to bring back, and I still can't get over it. Other than that, it's tower control, which in general, banger mode, even though I swear to god, someone decided to have a fucking fireworks show. I had to sweat and like try a ton though to get this end amount of points. Like, thank god I did end up with that amount because we were very close to the end. Last session, all the pain. Not a very good rotation, but I decided to just stick it out. This session was just the embodiment of pain though. Got to the final match almost 3 different times and then lost 1 or more of the matches and had to go back down. I guess now would be a good time to explain how this final threshold works. This is for nerds, so don't mind me. So basically, for rank S, 80 through 99, you gain 4 points for winning and 6 for losing. Meaning that if you lose, it will take 2 consecutive matches of winning to get back up to where you were. Now imagine this in effect right before the end of the goal of this whole hellhole. Whatever, I did this for content anyway. I mean, why I didn't say that. What was I doing? Right, finishing bitching and moving on. These matches were fucking brutal, but in the final ones when I was losing it and so exhausted, oh my god. But like, we made it to the end. The final ones were super stressful because I swear, if I didn't get it at that point, it wasn't just going to be the chair suffering if I fell back down again. Regardless of that though, when I say the 52 gal was the MVP of this whole thing, oh my god, I mean it. The weapon be like gambling away your life, asking God if your shots will finally land. But goddamn, when they land, they really do land. It's not even my favorite weapon, I just kind of popped off while using it, especially in this final session. It's kind of why I used it the whole time. Speaking of though, the final match, holy, just look at this! Fuck! Yes! 10-0! Woo! Let's go! I legit don't think I've popped off so hard in a game in a long damn time. S-Rank especially was a fucking nightmare in terms of getting up here. And, like, you know, having fun at some points, but, like, it was still enjoyable overall. Experience the hell I did when I was, like, 11 or 12 is kind of wild. Also, fun fact, I was listening to a podcast while recording this, and when it ended, anime music started playing, so when my matches should have sounded like this. What the fuck? What the God fucking... They, and my final match especially, actually sounded like this. Yeah, I'm not sorry. Anyways, yeah, I don't know how to write outros, so like, like, comment, subscribe, I don't know. And, here, have the main reason I made this video.